Hi, my name is Michael Lee. I'm a life group leader for 10th grade boys. In high school, I had basically my crew of friends where we all went to the same high school, played on the same high school soccer team, and then played on the same club high school team. So between the three of those things, it was a lot of time spent together with that crew, and naturally they just became my best friends. We did everything together. When we were juniors, one of our friends started dating a girl that went to a different school and lived on the other side of town. And we all liked her and we were really happy for him, but naturally he was around a little bit less, so it became pretty easy to just kind of poke at him and make fun of him when he was not there, and then it turned into doing the same thing when he was there. I really couldn't tell you why I jumped in on that. Like I really cared about this friend and he meant a lot to me, but we had another friend who at the time we all thought was great and all wanted to be like, all wanted to have him think we were cool and think we were funny, and it became very easy to kind of target jokes at my friend and make fun of him and tear him down because I knew I would get laughs out of this other friend. And looking back, like I can see how silly it was, but in the moment I was just wanted to be cool, wanted people to think I was funny. And I think the worst part about it is I, over time, started to realize how much it was hurting my friend. It was very visible, and he was going through one of the hardest moments of his life. His parents were going through a divorce, and I think we would all say as a friend we want to be even more loving and more caring in times like that where we know our friend is going through something, and I was doing the exact opposite. I was distancing him even further, making him feel like an exile, and just really being a crappy friend, to be honest. It wasn't until like a couple months that went on and my parents finally came up to me, and shout out to them, somehow they're always right, but they came up to me and they're like, hey, why do you hang around this kid that all of y'all seem to love, all of y'all seem to want to be like, and he seems like a really bad friend and he doesn't really care about you guys. And of course that just made me mad. I was like, how could you say that? Like, you don't know anything. I spent like so much time with this kid. Like, what are you talking about? And so I basically just dismissed it, and after bringing it up a couple more times and us kind of opening our eyes a little bit as like my parents' words started to resonate, we realized like, wait a minute, he doesn't care about us, and he's not a good friend. And kind of through realizing that, I was like, oh my gosh, literally my best friend in the entire world, I've been a jerk to for the last several months just because I've been following this kid, just because I was trying to be funny, trying to be cool. A, it was hard to realize that. B, it was even harder to go to my friend and tell him that, because that took admitting how wrong I was and looking him in the eye and apologizing. And I think if someone treated me the way I treated him, especially in such a difficult time in life, I would be pretty quick to kind of stiff arm that person and be like, look, like I'm not about that, and I would kind of go my separate way. And for whatever reason, for something I did not deserve, he just, as soon as I started talking to him, he cut me off and he was like, look man, don't worry about it. I know who you are, I know what you're about, and I know you weren't being yourself the last few months, and it's okay. I totally get it. I appreciate you even thinking about apologizing. And I was like, what? Are we reading the same story here? I was literally such a jerk, and at least put me in timeout for a month or something. I don't deserve this, but it just overflowed with grace towards me for someone in the moment to kind of extend grace to us the way that Jesus has. That left a really, really big impact on me. And I think the beautiful part of what my friend showed to me and what Jesus shows to us is that it's not fair, but it's not fair in our favor. And now, thankfully, he's my best friend in the whole world, and he didn't stiff arm me like I probably would have in reverse. So learned a really big lesson from my friend.